Oh, you stay with him in the same city. I done been around this world. You can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe. I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker. That's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy. What do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to 56.
Once I say if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And some room to work. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 40 on first down. They'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
29-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
looking to throw Penix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. That's going deep for Bateman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fights him off. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the air, Penix. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. As they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
And this will be caught at the 30. Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Short throw caught by Pitts. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Penix working out of the gun here. That's out wide here for Robinson.
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check go.
Now Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you get all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Lining up for the extra point.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Bradley Pinion set to kick
This
off.
one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A little juke. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. But he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. On his loop for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down.
60 Bobcat, 6 Warriors 70.
Here's Penix. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
48-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Operating from the gun, Penix. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Powering his way forward. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And the Falcons, first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
13 yards on the play. That's another Falcons.
They'll throw with Penix. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And the Falcons, first down.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6.
Come on, nephew. You need a better offense. This Kyle Pitts and B-John shit, it ain't finna work today. It ain't finna work. Try something else, my boy.
But that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that.
This offense, it ain't finna work with B-John and Kyle no more, my boy. You gotta switch it up.
Oh, this is blocked.
You gotta switch it up. All right, nephew? Go ahead and score, nephew. We ain't even gonna chase you, nephew.
And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, at this point,
offense look too basic, my boy. We gotta switch this up. Get Drake London or somebody in the game, my boy. It ain't finna work that way no more.
But the other guy went that way. And guess what? Both of them scored points.
And he returns this to the 22.
Falcons on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know you finna go try for a go ball. It ain't finna work.
You're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Final minute now in the third quarter. Back to throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he has draws the first down yardage before they bring it down right at the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Dumps this one out to Algier.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3.
Cougar 19. Ali. 70 Lion. Hawk 70. Hawk.
They're going to look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's another Falcons 1st down.
They'll run with Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
That ball is caught.
There you go, nephew. You better use fucking Drake. There you go, nephew. Use him. That's your best fucking receiver. Use that nigga.
A one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Come on, nephew. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's your play call, man. Change the play call.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. Whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And he's got it inside the 10.
See what I mean? Change your play call. Come on, nephew. Say it with me. Change the play call, nephew.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes.
This game over with, but it was a good game, though, my boy. Good game.
Ball here as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 27.
This is 1st and 10. London hauls this one in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's brought down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. And he is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
They'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
3rd down and goal coming up here. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it.
Damn, damn, man.
Now the focus shifts to can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen.
And they have to have that.
Man, I want to go to overtime, man.
You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit? Because they have to.
Hey, it ain't much time, but I'm going to kick you the ball, man. Out of respect, I'm going to kick you the ball. Just because you played good, I'm gonna give you that.
Up here to punt on 1st down. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
18-yard line.
And a timeout.
Come on. Nah. I need you to try to go score, man. Don't kneel the ball, man. Don't kneel the ball, man. Come on, nephew.
And they will take a knee here.
Come on, man. Go throw that motherfucking ball one more time, man. Don't quit. Don't quit.
The two teams talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break. And they take a knee. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.